Okay, it's time to take two and call us in the morning. Twin doctors, Dr. I and Dr. J, are waking up with us, breaking down some medical myths and separating fact from fiction for us. Good morning, guys. Always good to see you. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Good, good. Thanks for getting us through this midweek hump here with our favorite game of true and false. Let's start with this because I teased this just a bit ago. Bubble tea, true or false? Bubble tea is a sweet treat that is very good for your health. I've actually never had one, but I've got to say false to this. It seems too sugary. Am I wrong?
You're dead on. First of all, I've never had it either. Those tapioca balls just look like, I don't know, they throw me off. I've never had both. But you're absolutely correct. So this is the thing. Bubble tea is full of sugar. More sugar in bubble tea than in most sodas. Lots of sugar leads to metabolic syndrome, leads to hypertension, diabetes, prediabetes, all kinds of bad things. But also what throws me off on the bubble tea are those little tapioca balls. And those are actually made of cassava. Cassava is known to leach a lot of things from the soil, including heavy metals like lead. So that can lead to a lot of lead toxicity if you have a lot of bubble tea. Also, the cassava it's very thick. So it can lead to GI distress, gas. It can actually lead to gastroparesis and intestinal blockage if you have too much. So bubble tea in moderation, like just a little bit, but no, not something you want to have on a regular basis.
So maybe I'll steer clear. We got a lot of people on the studio floor disappointed, though, who love bubble tea. Okay, Dr. J, true or false? People who take a daily multivitamin live longer. True.
True. Yeah, right. I mean, it's a multi-billion dollar a year industry, right? If it was killing people, it wouldn't be doing so well. But I'll tell you this. So they did a study, and what they found was for every year that you take a daily multivitamin, you decrease your biological age by like 1 or 2 months. However, I don't think that multivitamins are this magic elixir. I think what they're doing basically is they're helping us to close the gap between diet and lifestyle, right? We basically have poor diets in this country and we have poor lifestyles. We're not exercising. And so that's what's compromising our biological age. When you take these multivitamins, they're basically helping to close that gap. So they're introducing the nutrients and the vitamins and the antioxidants that we should be getting if we were doing our 32 servings of veggies and if we were doing, you know, our appropriate intake of fruit and if we were exercising. And so multivitamins, they're a good thing. But if you're actually healthy, they're not giving you much benefit. It's for all of these people who are slugs like us, who aren't exercising and who aren't eating properly, who they help to close the gap.
And fill the gaps a little bit, exactly, which reminds me I need to go buy a new bottle of mine. True or false? This one is fascinating. Couples can add years to their lives by simply changing their sleep configurations. Now, does that mean different sides of the bed or like different rooms? Those are two different conversations. Let me say true.
So that is actually true. That is true. So this is the thing. When you're in a happy relationship and when you are liking the person you're sleeping next to, we know that you release oxytocin, those feel-good hormones. Those feel-good hormones help you to sleep better, more REM sleep. When you have more REM sleep, less metabolic disease, less inflammation. So it's actually a study that looked at what they call the Scandinavian sleep method. And what that is basically is it's one bed, but it's almost like two beds in the sense that you kind of wall yourself off on one side and on the other side. And what they found was that people who don't necessarily sleep well next to their partner, when they use the Scandinavian sleep method, they actually slept better. They had more REM sleep, so they felt better mentally, less anxiety, less depression, less inflammation, less hypertension, less diabetes, less heart attacks. So before you get rid of your spouse, try that Scandinavian sleep method. It might just
that's quite a list of benefits. I'm taking notes over here. And also, true or false, in addition to helping with weight loss, GLP-1 medications can also improve bone health. I got to say true to that. I mean, I feel like taking pressure off of bones and joints with weight loss might do the trick.
It's a pretty rational approach, Markie, but it's actually false. So what I found was when people take GLP-1s, even though they do a lot of great things, they aren't great for the bones. And it kind of makes sense when you think about it, because you're right. When you carry extra weight, it puts more stress on the bones. But putting stress on the bones is actually good for bones. It makes them thicker and stronger. And so when you start to lose weight, especially rapidly, you're not putting as much stress on the bones. And so you get what they call osteomalacia, where the bones get soft and brittle, and you have an increased risk of fracture. So basically, we're not saying don't do GLP-1s, but when you do them, you want to make sure that you're doing weight-bearing exercise that reintroduces that weight to the bone, so it forces them to stay strong and not get lazy. And you want to make sure you're getting a lot of vitamin D and calcium, because when people are on these GLP-1s, they're not eating a lot, they get these nutritional deficiencies, and that plays a role as well. So weight-bearing exercise, vitamin D, calcium, and then you can do the GLP-1s until the cows come home.
Okay. And as always, just consult your doctor about what's best for you. Guys, thank you so much as always. To have your medical or health questions answered on the show, find Dr. I and Dr. J on social media at the Twin Doctors _ or on their website.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.